Hello everyone and welcome to our Sorcerer game using Mage 20th anniversary, the Sorcerer Compendium. It's called Chantry House Baltimore and welcome back for those who have been watching our videos up until now. Anyone new, welcome. You might want to go back a couple episodes to figure what's going on, but not all the way back. There's like a really good middle ground that you can just jump in. I don't know what episode that is, but just check them out. Anyway, we are back, and I believe we left off where the crew finally hunted down the bearer of the Hand of Glory and broke into their house and were confronting the individual, who they caught on the couch playing some games. Um, yeah, I believe everybody except Amaryllis was there because Vex wasn't there. So yeah,
But
um,
Ronja had her face though.
yeah. Ronja looked like Amaryllis, which is going to be very weird when Amaryllis does show up. Be like
I
looking
don't
in
know
a
what you're
mirror.
talking about.
Yeah. Did anyone send a message to her to inform her what's going on and where you were going to be, or are you just like, we'll handle this without her?
I would have.
Okay. Yeah, we will say that Amaryllis was had to take a quick detour because she was contractually obligated to go to the local Barnes and Noble to do some record signings. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but sounds like something to do.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. So let's begin. So I think we're good. Just one small tech thing before we start is you will notice that two of our people, their audio isn't perfect. That's because audio issues. So bear with us. But everyone else, I think, is as good as always. I'm sorry. All right. So we begin with where we stopped, where the guy was basically just saw you walking through the thing stealthily, and he's just like looks at all of you. He's like looks down at the table. You see a couple items on the table. Looks up at you. Looks at the table. Looks up at you.
Is the hand in the room?
Roll a
I think there's awareness.
perception and awareness. Yes.
And I double check to see if there's any weapons within reach. I'd be more concerned about that considering.
Same roll, but for a different object. Yes.
Okay, so
I got 3 successes if a 6 is the difficulty.
Yes. Default is always 6 unless I say otherwise.
I apologize. What were the two?
Perception and awareness.
Awareness. Got it. Dude,
You said 2?
I got 3.
3?
I got one.
You got 1. Oh,
Ooh,
all right.
tough rolls.
Yeah.
I did not botch, but I got 0 successes.
What were you looking for?
Just to see if he looked like he was reaching for anything arcane or weapon-like.
That's what I was doing.
All right. So,
I
going
thought all
around
of
in
us were
order.
rolling. Sorry.
No, only those who are
No.
Who
particularly
questioned the situation?
Yeah,
What for? I didn't roll shit anyway. So
yeah. So
I
the
mean, what's
0,
new?
you're looking around, you see nothing. You're just like, huh, huh, huh. Um, Talon, you look around, the closest thing to a weapon that you're aware of that you see is a butter knife in a jar of peanut butter.
It's fair.
Yeah. In you were looking, what was it again? Sorry.
I was looking to see if the hand was visible.
Dan, you do not see the hand. It is not visible on the desk or in this general vicinity.
That makes sense.
He sees y'all and he's just like, shit. And you just see him grab this. There's a bag and he grabs like this powder from it and just throws it in the room. He's like, ha!
Can we catch it?
Does the powder what?
Yeah, he just
Elaborate
throws
on
Does
the
his,
that
powder.
normally work for you, buddy?
okay.
McHugh has his camera out and he's pointing it back and forth between everyone who
Does
talks.
that normally work for you?
What? Why are you speaking Spanish? And as he says that, it sounds like you um give me a second here. Katrina.
Huh?
Tech note, can you give Hera access to access stuff once you get a sec?
Yeah, we'll do. Give me a second.
Yeah, so everybody when he says that, and as people are talking, y'all starting to hear different languages of what's being said.
Oh no.
So like Ronja, they're the little words they've been saying sound German to you.
Okay.
Everyone else is hearing a language. So if your character is like Duolingoing another language, like Japanese or whatever, whatnot, that's kind of what you're hearing. So basically other languages. He's like, what the?
That didn't help anything.
Huh?
Ja, das ist ziemlich beschissen so gerade. Warum reden sie
What?
alle Deutsch?
What?
There's
Okay.
a question. Does Ronja know German?
Yes.
Yes, it's a first language.
Ah, okay. I was unaware
Yep.
of that one.
I actually
Okay.
remembered someone's background. At least
Man.
one part of it.
Get over here.
So if we hear each other speaking in different languages or just him?
Each other.
Okay. If that's the case, I want to try and take out a notepad and write down at least one or two quick, like, can you read this in English? And try and put that in front of him, see if he responds.
So, bad news. I don't have access to your character sheet, Bex.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Oh yeah.
I think Kevin might, if you shared it with him, but I
I'm-
don't see anything in my drive.
I'm smart and forgot this isn't on Roll20.
Harry,
So I do have access to it now. Sorry. My bad.
You're still waking up, it's forgivable.
Yeah.
But only just.
I'm simultaneously waking up and it's
And-
also 2 a.m.
And falling back asleep.
Yes, so the written note does appear to everyone in English.
Oh boy.
And it's like, see,
Okay, so this is going to take a little finagling. I would then write
type.
down. Huh?
I was gonna say I type on my phone. So, what was the dust supposed to do?
and like,
That poor guy.
it's like looks down at the dust, holds it up, is like,
Well, at least he's not hostile just yet. What's he doing?
he's reaching for your pen and paper.
Oh, yeah. Before I hand it to him, I would want to write down at least the quick bullet points of what we were trying to do here. Trying to play off as Amaryllis coming in for a surprise fan to at least try and put him off guard.
Right.
I mean, just point over to Amaryllis if we need any proof for that.
It's like, it's like it is. He writes down. It's supposed to be a magical dust that causes confusion in your enemies.
And then
Well,
I did.
it's causing
second.
confusion.
Hey, I
See?
type on my phone and just
Momento.
I just type out on my phone and it says like seems like we aren't enemies. I'm
Right.
confused in just German.
Subtitles confused in German. It's just, if he's worried about my weapon, I just point to it, just say it's in its holster. It's like I'm not coming in here. Oh dear.
He goes to a closet. He's like, brings out a little humidifier-like device.
I want to try to see in that closet when it's open.
Perception and awareness.
I'm really interested where that hand is.
I'm interested in what else he's got in there. You
3
roll-
successes again.
You want me to roll the same?
Yep.
Gotta do that. Make sure it's perception awareness. Yep.
He may have like a secret safe or something.
Ooh. I mean, I don't think he may have a secret safe, but he may just have all of his shit in one basket. Eggs.
Okay.
All of his eggs in one basket. Sorry.
What did you get?
Ow.
I got 2 successes.
Sorry.
They're both
Sure.
10s though. Doesn't that mean something?
Not unless you have a specialization.
Oh,
In
Anything in B5, which is slightly different.
in what?
Vampire 5th edition, 2
Oh.
10s is a crit, but in this one it doesn't work that way. It's a slightly different rule set.
Sorry, baby bit me.
Baby
I hear
likes
they do
biting
that.
Katrina. She won't bite me. She only bites Katrina. It's the weirdest thing.
Hmm.
And she'll do it on command too. I'll just hold the baby up to Katrina and be like, bite Katrina or bite mommy. And she'll just be like, ah.
Yeah, those are healthy habits to develop.
Just won't do it to me. It's weird. I didn't even train her. She just started doing it one day. So looking in the fridge, what the fuck? The closet,
Somebody's hungry.
you see some jackets. You do see a baseball bat, golf clubs, 2 vacuums, several boxes of shoes, and what you think is maybe either luggage or some kind of cooler on the top.
Okay, so nothing all that interesting.
Takes the thing and just like. So to speed things on, about 10 minutes later, as y'all kind of upgrade, you all start hearing each other properly again. It's like, okay, that did not go the way I expected.
The humidifier is the trick for that.
It takes the particles out the air.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes mundane things work. Like if it's you got a poisonous salve on top on someone's skin, washing it off can often help solve the issue and stuff, from what I hear.
Clever.
So why you break into my house? Like, now, normally I would try to fight back or whatever, but you do outnumber me and outgun me.
Sorry.
So that
Wasn't trying
doesn't
to scare
seem.
you.
I'm a black man in Baltimore City, and a cop basically busted into the house, kind of cop-like.
Ooh, topical.
Yeah, it is a bit scary.
I'm gonna step over here. I'm gonna let my compatriots talk.
Yeah, the fact that you were with Amaryllis and stuff is kind of like how I knew things were a bit weird and not normal, especially since I've seen some of you before.
You threw powder at us trying to confuse us, and you say we're weird?
Yes.
Well, no, his justification for throwing the powder is because you got weirded out.
I thought it was going to do something else, and I thought it would confuse you and give me time to run.
where did you
Huh.
get it if you don't know what it does?
It fell off the back of a magic truck.
Mm-hmm. And where'd the magic truck come from?
The magic auto law yard.
Look, dude, it's not
Houdini's
like
used cars.
It's not like he can arrest you on suspicion of robbing a magic shop
Yeah.
Yes, he
and
can.
use it. Well,
Well, let's
like
be
a
fair here. People have been
literal
arrested
magic
for
shop.
less, but
Well, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like
Ah,
We're not here
most
about
of
the
the
powder.
shit you've done can't be put in a police report. We just don't want to know where you got it.
my suppliers for stuff.
hang
Okay,
on,
just-
look.
pause. Weren't we trying to play that as we were bringing him some information that he was promised to try and trade out for the artifacts that he has?
I think that
I may have forgotten that, but
I
also
We may
think-
like
have thought that was an option, but I don't know if we had like
I
locked in our plan.
yeah.
I
So
think
like
I thought that plan kind of went out the window the moment we actually broke in instead of just knocking
That,
on his
yeah.
door.
yeah, combination of I forgot and I think he already knows that shit's weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna just assume a couple things and gonna ask one thing. Actually, I'm gonna ask one thing before we continue. Can I put my pants on? I am currently wearing my shorts.
It's your own home.
Shorts are fine.
Okay, I'm
Let's-
getting two different things here. Shorts are fine, and
Let's put it this way. Let's not make any quick movements. And it's already as awkward as it's going to be. It can't get any worse. So let's try and hold it here for just a minute.
like, it just feels awkward.
But this entire thing is awkward.
Should I take my pants off?
Sure.
And you made it worse.
It'd make it more even. Life's about balance.
Wait, did he say sure?
Yeah, if it takes off, I'll feel more comfortable if someone else is just in their boxer shorts.
Starting
All right,
headache.
he will do that. He'll take his pants down and sit down and make himself at home.
Just please put your pants back on. Look around. Is there judging by the
Oh,
state
baby.
the house is in, or his apartment is in? I assume there's just like I don't know, like a pair of sweatpants just lying around somewhere.
He's got a pair of jeans not too far away.
I found the pair of jeans.
Okay. For some reason, I thought those were going to be in a completely different room and I didn't want him getting out of line of sight. So
It's okay. It's a common thought for people who have more dignity than me.
looks at Q,
Dignity is sort of a crutch of society.
stops looking at Q.
But if everyone else puts their pants on, I'll do the same.
Yeah,
Man,
okay, so-
everybody else has their pants on,
We're all
but you
friends
now.
here now.
You just wanted to take your pants off, didn't you?
I mean, if the opportunity presents itself,
Mm,
that's part of that dry science.
No
Yeah.
further comments.
you got to be
You
ready
started
ready for
this.
anything.
So, okay, let's be honest. Let's. I think what will help this situation is just perfect candor as much as we can.
Sure.
Now, we all aware that magic is a thing that's just not in Las Vegas.
Yep.
As I just threw some dust at you, we all were babbling and nobody said a word about it. Well, we said lots of words, but ones that a lot of us can understand. And nobody reacted like, wow, this is super unusual. We've also had
We're pretty
conversations in the past
chill.
about things, a few of us. And you've been hunting, you kind of seem to have followed me and kind of come into my house and stuff, so you're after something. And because someone keeps also asking about where I'm getting things from.
Did we find out what like the actually like bad part of the hand is? I remember that it's not guaranteed that people actually wake up from the sleep he puts them in.
I think that was a warning. There were other warnings, but didn't really go in detail on
Yeah.
your thing.
I think
It
there
said
was
don't light
something
'em all at
about like
once.
yeah, don't light them all at once, don't let them burn down to the quick, and don't light the middle one.
All right.
Do we know this
I'm-
person's name?
No one ever got it. I will say his name is. Oh, what's it?
No,
Good.
we did get his name.
You did?
Yeah, when
Derek?
Ronja met with him. I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure she like they got his first name.
There was
And
someone
also
named
when-
Derek.
This might have been Derek, because that's the name I was going to give him.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah, I
remember
think
if
it
that
was Derek, because didn't we
Okay.
find him through his cousin or some shit?
yeah, that
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
and his
All right.
cousin.
We'll put Derek. That works. The book I wrote my notes in, don't know. It's somewhere in the house.
Maybe he
Look,
got hit
I
by
don't
some of
know
that
what you
powder.
want.
Hmm. Yeah.
Jesus.
Somebody's having an exciting evening over there.
Yeah, Katrina gave the dog attention.
But yeah,
That was a
Ronja,
good call.
still looking like Amaryllis, will say, "You're right. We are actually looking for something that is in your possession." It's quite a dangerous artifact that you have. And thankfully, so far, nothing bad has happened, either to you or anyone you used it on. But we
That's
can't
all we
let you
care
keep
about.
it. But we can't let you keep it. We don't care about any of the other stuff, but we need that back. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you what I'm talking about.
You do.
It's
Give us a
damn
hand here.
You will need a hand.
Nope. Guess again.
Well, I have 3 hands, so
Yeah, well, we'll need the one that's not attached to your body.
The one that someone gave you.
I have 3 hands.
Is
We'll
that two
take
of
all
them? And I
3 of them.
pointed as
Wait. Okay, I have questions though. Like,
Mhm.
do all of them do the same thing?
Oh no, why would you have 3 that do the same thing? That's just weird. We already have 2 that do the same thing. Why
Well,
would I need 3 more?
what do each three do?
You don't know?
we're looking for the
I
hand
just
that's
don't
like a
under-
candle.
Yeah, I know there's
Hmm.
one. I don't know what the other two do.
Hand of glory.
Yeah, that's what
What
we
are the
need to
other
recover
two?
that. That's all we care about.
Oh, the other ones? Um, well, one is called the Hand of Hassan, I think it is. I think mine, it's a basically from what I understand, what it's supposed to do is if you at certain times of a year perform a ritual around it, it becomes like a little helper of some sort. Kind of like
Guessing
that
you
guy from Adam's Family.
Ah, the thing.
guessing you
Oh, the
haven't gotten that one to
homunculus?
work.
It's certain times of the year, and I'm not good at 11th century Middle Eastern astrology. That's why I'm waiting for some books in the mail.
And the other one?
Um, the other one is um,
If she
It's
didn't,
been
I
a
was.
while. It's been a while since I've made a joke that bad that made him react that way.
first. It's weird because it says from me to everyone because we both, share an account. So I'm like, wow, I'm so good. I'm sending weird jokes from the
That's
distant.
weird. It shows us from Holly.
Yeah, it's because we share accounts. So for some
Yeah.
reason, it goes from me to it says me every time. It's weird.
Interesting.
The other one, um, it. I'm trying to think best way to explain it. So you're supposedly, if you lose a hand, it like allows you to regrow yours, but then your old hand becomes shriveled, and someone can replace their hand with that one. So it allows like people who are in like certain cults to like share themselves, so that's easier for magic to be used on everybody.
And have you
guess
tried to
that's
use that with
interesting.
somebody?
No, I procured that one by accident.
Okay.
Okay, question. How did you come into possession of 3 different hands like this? Like, I know they fell off the back of a truck, but did you get all 3 of them at the same time?
No.
You just
So-
happened to find 3 magical severed hands.
Did you
No.
find any feet?
They
No,
were given to you?
one was.
And the other 2 you found?
Stealing is okay. We don't care about stealing. Did you steal them?
All right. You're asking a lot of questions. Let me tell you my tale.
Thank you.
Oh god,
Get
he's
Don't
back.
like
mumbling
This is
him.
going to take like 3-4 minutes. So several years ago, when I was at college, not I wasn't going to college. I was at a college. I should specify. It was a party. I got on with these witch chicks. I got types. And while I was at their place and doing things, whatnot, they were like, "Hey, you want to do something fun?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" It's like I was like, "With all of you?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Hey, hey." I was thinking something different than they were. So I got involved in a little ritual. Again, I was confused, especially since part of the ritual was everyone taking your clothes off. It was awkward. Anyway, that's what introduced me that there actually was real magic, because they did stuff that was like magic. They just needed it, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I started doing a little research online and seeing if they could teach me a thing or two. It didn't really last with the group. We had differences of opinions on things. Um, anyway, that led me down a path. So on that path I was going, I came across at a estate sale that my grand took me to, a book that an older book that contained not magic per se, but a listings of like myths, legends around items and stuff. In it was a really cool one called A Hand of Glory that allowed someone to like see in the dark, walk the walls, all this cool stuff. And I'm like, I just thought it was nifty because it allowed me to do things. Anyway, so I was looking, pursuing that, trying to find it, and I was going on stuff, and then I Craigslist, some guy was saying he was selling things, and one thing led to another, and I found someone with a magic hand. It was the wrong magic hand. I was like, dang. So I got that one. And then I started going deeper into the dark web and the underweb and the all those, and procured another item. Wrong hand. But I started making contacts with other peoples. Eventually, I came across someone who said they just acquired this real hand. And I was like, awesome, been wanting it for a long time. And like, well, we can give it to you, but you have to do some stuff for us in return. You do these jobs for us, we'll give you the hand, and because we can see that you are, learning stuff, we will also send you a grimoire with more detailed actual stuff, so you don't have to just rely on a handful of items. And now here we are.
So we're going to need to take those to keep these from being a bigger issue. The one that you have been using can have some lethal side effects.
How so?
Some people don't wake up. And for the ones that you don't even know how to use, they're not proving anything more than a paperweight for you.
I mean,
I-
I do plan on using the one. I just have to learn the rituals involved in it. I mean,
The
Think about it.
homunculus.
Yeah, come in very handy.
I mean, honestly, that sounds cool as hell.
The
I was
Hand
gonna
of
call it
Glory is
hand-
really the only one that's under our purview.
Yeah, I just don't like letting the guy keep them all
but
of
I
our
mean,
conflicts.
But I was gonna call the one hand drew.
That's
I
good.
mean,
You should
really,
do
I
that.
don't see any harm in that one.
Can
Well,
you?
yeah.
Here's what we need. We need the Hand of Glory, and we need to know everything that you know about the people who gave it to you.
And what will I get? Because normally there's an exchange of things. Like I
Remember,
don't want
I
to.
am still armed.
They stole the Hand of Glory from us to begin with.
Why did you have it?
Doesn't matter.
it was ours. We were protecting it.
I'm just gonna say you're like it's dangerous. It can.
We
Be
were holding
lethal,
on
and
to
then
it
you're
in
like-
like a. It was like one of those safe situations. Have you seen Warehouse 13?
No.
What about the librarians?
Yes, that's one of the best shows ever. I hear
It's-
they're redoing it and that, or not redoing, but having a sequel series potentially.
That would be very good news. But it's kind of like that, where sometimes there's dangerous artifacts that are being held in a safe location,
Which
and
one
they're
of you?
just there so nobody gets it.
Which one is Colonel
he's-
Beard? Or Bird?
Oh, Bird.
Yeah, the Colonel.
Talon is sort of like the Kane character. Wait, that's Leverage. Same actor.
Yeah, same actor. Yeah. So he's an architect. He's an art history guy.
No, he's like Rebecca Romaine.
I think that was Colonel Beard.
I don't know enough
Right.
to know if this is an insult or not.
No, she's the one that in the show that does all the physical safety stuff, fighting and stuff.
Which one of you is the pretentious original librarian? Everyone knows that Holly. Anyway, okay.
So we have to return the Hand of Glory to lockup, basically. Hopefully it won't be
But-
stolen next time.
We could potentially help you learn some stuff that isn't just from magic items.
And is more reliable than a bag of powder that doesn't work right.
And we're actual people, not just names in a mailbox that promise you things.
I guess in a way the powder did work. It did cause confusion.
Yeah. Just you didn't read the fine print.
It wasn't fun, Britt.
Yeah, they never come with that.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
got
guess
part
you
of
could,
why
you
we
could
want
throw it on
the-
people and then run away, and then they wouldn't be able to chase easily.
That's
But if
part
you're
of why
using it
we
in your
want
own
the
house, that's
hand
not
back,
great.
because they don't print the warning labels on the item.
Yeah,
They put it at the
shouldn't-
back of the book.
Yeah. Yeah, they should really put it in front before you cast the spells.
Yeah.
I did have an item that backfired one time, like, about 6 months ago.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Let's just say I had to take a lot of baths.
Okay, not as bad as I thought.
That was bad.
I mean, he's still here, he's still alive, so it couldn't have been
Yeah.
that bad.
My point exactly.
And
You're
in
still
one
breathing.
piece.
Now I am, yeah. There's tough. It gave me gills.
That seems really cool.
Yeah, try explaining that.
It
to
does seem very cool.
anybody.
Seems also very impractical.
Well, you'd have to change your regimen for a while. Go to the beach, make a house under the water.
Yeah, there's someone said it's supposed to be a potion that allowed one to breathe the water, but didn't specify how. I
Yeah,
thought
that's
it
kinda
was
how they
just
get
kind
you.
of, I just thought it was kind of a, ooh, air, water kind of thing. No, you grew gills on your like lower back where your kidneys are.
Just like in Sequest DSP. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that was a
did
good
you
show.
did you
I
drink
mean-
that when you were near the ocean, or were you just gonna like do it as a why would you do that and not be around water?
We're in Baltimore, the bay's like right there.
Did you go in the bay?
Why the fuck would you do that in the bay?
Why would you do it if you didn't have clean water to go swimming in?
All right,
Take
people.
a day trip south
I'm
to
just
Why
clean
don't we
water.
saying,
let's
I'm-
let's focus here. You've broken into my house. You
See,
have
this is why you need
everything
us.
as your advantage, and you
This
won
is why
my
you
hand of
need us.
glory. Tell you
just-
what,
Yes.
Let's make a little deal here. Okay?
I'll take it.
Wow, that's a great negotiation there. You just take the deal. All right.
No. What is your suggestion?
My suggestion, I'll give you the Hand of Glory, and you pay my next month's rent because I'm behind.
Out of character question, how are we looking financially?
Depends on the character.
We're fine.
I
We
think
can
we're
pay
fine.
one
I think
month's
we still
rent.
got. I think we still got some of that gold left.
And anyone have resources
I got
besides the
2.
rich person in the group?
Is Amaryllis rich?
Because at least I think 3.
She's famous.
I have an alternate suggestion.
Hmm.
We teach him at least how to use the homunculus. Because I kind of agree with Holly on this one. It's not, that one doesn't seem as bad of a risk. It's even if it is just a little handy helper.
I have a question.
Handy handler.
I have a question. So Amaryllis, how many autographs does Amaryllis give out
Have many.
usually?
Hmm?
How many autographs does Amaryllis give out? Like, is that common to have one?
I mean, considering she was doing a signing,
Oh, okay.
and that's why
Give it back.
she wasn't there. Also, it's really funny. I'm sitting here. How are we gonna pay for this? I'm like, if only I was here.
Wait,
yeah.
is Amaryllis the only one of us that has money?
No, I mean, others do. It's
Oh,
just she
that's funny,
has
yeah.
more access, just can spend it on stupid shit money.
I mean, yeah, I know that
Yeah.
the Ronja has like $5, but I mean, no.
No, okay,
You
so
owns a business.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got 2 or 3 resources.
yeah, you guys have enough to pull
Yeah.
easily.
Okay. Just Ronja doesn't. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're the poor one. You're the poor friend.
It's like, so you write the check or Vimo? Zell. What do I keep saying Vimo? Zell me the money and I'll go retrieve the items.
What can you tell us about the person who gave you the hand and what they wanted in return?
We did most of the conversation through the dark web. There was a drop off and they had a list of specific items and locations of things for me to retrieve for them. I did not ask much questions. I retrieved the items, which were in the locations, mailed it to them, and they were supposed to mail me, which I haven't checked my PO box in a while. Book. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
So do you remember their usernames? Or at least the display names that they were using?
There's any P845.
Okay, I'll write that down for later. Okay, out of above table, sorry. Do we actually want to pay this guy for it, or do we want to try and trade off teaching him how to use?
Well, he asked for money. So that's what we do.
I think we should pay him because he needs it and he might do something desperate if he doesn't get money.
Okay,
But we could
and-
also try to sweeten the deal and offer him more in return for having like a new resource or ally of some kind.
I mean, just having an info man might not hurt.
Yeah.
But okay, if that's the case, then along with offering what Q's suggesting, I would say have him retrieve the items first. That way we're trading the signed check for the items and not having to assume he's going to get it back to us with them. If everybody's okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to get it set up either way. You need to put it in your bank account or write out a check if you still have the papers and stuff.
How
I
long
mean,
will it take you to go ahead? Hera.
I figured we'd give him the money and cash, so like there's no paper trail or something.
If you have the cash on you, that's fine too. I mean,
I mean, I
ATM's down the
don't.
street.
Where are the items?
upstairs. I'll go get him.
Okay.
I
If
mean,
he can,
you.
I'll go to the ATM.
Yeah.
What's the
mean-
number of money? The number that
It gives you an amount.
okay, that's
I'm
reasonable.
It's
gonna
like,
go.
No,
yeah.
and she can come up with me. I trust her more coming up alone to my room to check on me. No offense, but you got the gun.
Who's she pointing at?
Which of the two hers is he pointing at?
You can't see where I'm pointing as my screen does not match y'all's.
Well, if you're pointing at Holly, it would be behind you, right?
Holly, yeah. Well, you see on my screen, that's Holly.
On my screen, that's a different
Also,
screen.
check your messages.
That's the gist.
When it will step forward, and like, I will go with you.
I just don't want to be alone with the guy with the gun.
That's fair.
That's
I
fair.
I'm yeah.
Yeah, we're in Baltimore. That's fair.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the ATM while I'm gone. Try to get information about like what he dropped off, what he picked up, and like where, and that sort of thing. And then Q will exit.
Ronja is about to say like I don't have a gun, at least not like no, I don't have a firearm. I do have guns.
These are the only guns I have.
But
My
then
little
she
fucking noodle
then
arms.
realizes she has Amaryllis noodle arms, so she doesn't.
Richard Amaryllis is having some decent arms because
I have a 2 in strength. I don't have that small of arm.
I say walks those going to his room. He goes. You see a safe in the corner. He's like,
All right, I'm not looking.
and he pulls out a box and a bag, puts him on his bed, which is very neatly made actually, and has a floral pattern. Anyway,
So what else did these guys ask you to steal?
I didn't ask details. They were just for a list of items.
Yeah, I know, but like, what was on the list? Was it like a chandelier, a Xbox,
Uh, mm, I honestly don't remember a lot of it. I kind of just deleted it after I put in the carrier's possessions. Oddly enough, I don't actually remember much details either. Huh. That's strange.
I was gonna ask if there was any way if we could find any traces of like memory magic, but then again, he just doused all of us with powder, so that may kind of screw up a trail there.
Weird. Anyway, so here's the special gas mask they gave me.
Oh,
And here's he opens the box and you just see the hand. It's like men have
Which
died
fingers
for
does-
this.
which fingers does it look like he'd been using? Has he lit the middle one yet?
No, it looks like he's been mainly using the pointer. Pointer and thumb. But yeah, here it is. Many men have died for it. Men died to make it. One of only supposedly 2 of them in the world.
I'm pretty sure the guy that made it was already dead when it was made, but yeah.
Just trying to upsell it.
I know. It's the hand of a hangman, so he was dead already when they cut it off. Hang on, you don't know the story and you've been searching for this thing this long?
The hand of a hung man.
you.
Anyway, wait for the money and we'll be good. You said you won the other the hand of I honestly don't know what it's called. I just figured out what it is. The one that you cut your hand off, put on, and then your hand shrivels and you
Yeah,
pass.
sure.
I mean, do you really have any use for something like that?
I don't have enough friends.
That's rather sad. So can we just take it off your hands? No pun intended.
Sure, it looks like there's plenty of you for if you want to make use out of it.
Not quite the idea that I had, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kev,
Hmm?
can I use quintessence awareness or quintessence manipulation? I want to see if I can see any kind of magical effects on this guy, particularly anything that could like be affecting his memory. So I have Sorcerer's Sight. It's a ritual that allows me to perceive the flow of quintessence in an area, detect magical effects, active in my line of sight. Um,
Just said almost the exact same thing.
but I actually have a magic that does that.
Okay, that's fair.
I also have aspects that's called focused awareness. I can perceive reveals curses left on individuals. Hmm.
You're all cursed with my storytelling.
I mean, that's not too much of a curse. It's more the accents that are part of the problem.
What?
Sorry to break it to you, man.
I've been trying.
Yeah, so I don't know if I would have to do the full ritual just to see if this guy's under a current magical effect or was affected by memory magic or something, or if that would just be the fast spell version.
Roll and let's see.
Okay. All right, so it is awareness plus my charisma. It falls. Well, I got 2 6. What's my difficulty? Is it still 6? Always 6.
Well, are you fast casting or no?
I mean, we've got to wait for Q to come back with the money anyways.
Yeah, I'll do it the long way.
Okay. So yeah, 6 then.
Okay. 2 successes because I rolled a stupid 1 again.
Yeah, like you see some quintessence flow, but you can't really tell what it's based on because there's a couple items in the room. You guys.
Yeah, it could just be him being around all these magical artifacts for so long.
And the fact that he just threw magic powder on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not salty about that or nothing.
Well, I think it shows up different because like most magics have like a certain resonance to it. They look different, but with so many magic items and sources of magic in the room, it might be hard to differentiate. What's I'm doing?
So several minutes later, Ku does return with the cash.
It took 20 minutes longer than you expect.
Why?
The ATM didn't work. I had to go to a second ATM. And they canceled my card. But I got it.
What did you do?
Ah, this just happens.
Anyway, it's like thanks for the cash. Here are the items you wanted, and yeah.
Can I give you my card in case you happen to run into those people that you talked to before? If they try to reach out to you again.
Sure.
Okay, I will give him my card.
Oh, so we can probably teach you some actual magic.
I know a
And
few
maybe
things, but yeah,
don't mention that you talked to us.
I'm not.
I do, for example, have I know something how to give yourself gills if you ever in the need of them, without the need of a potion.
Hmm.
Honey, you're too young for anime. Come here.
Bullshit. Never
That's
too young
not
for
true.
anime.
Shin-chan is like a child.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah, definitely. D20, Big Eye Small Mouth. It's just bad.
It's not good.
It's RPG.
We found our box of RPGs we plan on selling or getting rid of at some point. And it's like, these aren't on the shelf. That means they're allowed, that I am allowed to play with them, right?
Merkers now.
I mean, as far as she's aware, she runs by the same rules as a dog. If it's on the floor, it's mine.
Well,
I'll give him, Q will give him his card too. In case he needs any electronics repaired, refurbished, resold, anything like that.
do you do modern stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you're not going to find like an SSD factory in the back.
Is he gonna ask you to jailbreak 15 Xboxes?
No, I need to get one of the hard drives fixed.
Yeah, I can do that.
It blew up.
What did you put on there?
Oh, it was on during a thunderstorm and power went out in it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta be careful.
yeah.
I was in a place that got struck by lightning once, and there's like blue light shot out of the walls.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
Was that an electrifying experience for you?
I didn't enjoy it, but that didn't break anything.
Okay, maybe you need to conduct yourself a little bit differently here, man.
Mm. Okay. So yeah, I guess business is concluded.
I mean, I've got nothing else I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, be careful who you work for.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone has motives and enemies that you don't know about.
Yeah, like y'all have motives
Mhm.
that I don't know about.
Yeah, and enemies that even we don't know about.
Yeah.
And you don't know involved in that. I think we can all agree.
I'm a simple person.
Mhm.
I did all this to get the Hand of Glory, which technically I did achieve my dreams.
Congratulations. What's next?
Disney
Oh.
World.
Not without the Hand of Glory. Think about all the rides you can get on easier.
There's a fast pass system, isn't there?
There is? Oh wow. Oh no, there's this other item I read about that I was gonna look for.
Oh,
We might know of it.
Yeah, I don't think it just sounds wicked cool, and I don't know if it would be if it actually exists or if it's just make believe, but I'm gonna start searching and see if maybe I can find it. I mean, it did take me like 10 years to find this one, so maybe I'll get lucky again.
Well,
what
you found this
item?
one because you asked people and then someone found you with it. So,
It's called the Sword of Dracula. It's supposed to
oh,
be a sword that when you stab you, it drains their blood. I just think it'd be cool to have a sword that, Dracula had and
a
made.
sword that makes people have all their blood come out. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be using it, obviously, because,
You people need to go to therapy.
don't you think a sword used by Dracula would be cool? Like, just think about that. Put on your wall or put in a showcase, people gonna come around and be like, what's that? That's a sword that Dracula had.
Are you looking for Dracula in Baltimore? Because I mean, there's probably no chance he's here.
My
Oh,
family was killed by vampires. No, I don't think that's that cool.
What? Vampires aren't real.
Why would a vampire have a sword?
I mean,
What,
swords
vampire?
are really good for chopping heads off.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they could just like
What?
hand blades.
Vampires are real?
If they're old enough, vampires could own the fucking swords.
What?
I mean, you can
Yeah,
just buy a sword.
home-sized vampires are real.
Wait, so Dracula's real? What, is a vampire not just
I
a
mean,
warlord from the 13th
Dracula,
century?
yeah,
Haven't you seen the Librarians movies? They talk
but
about where
vampires
Dracula's come from.
Those are movies. This is real life, people.
You had a hand of
I'm
glory.
sorry, hang on. You have a magical hand that makes you go invisible, and you have seen legit magic, and you are like, oh my god, vampires can't be real.
I also don't believe that little gray man came down and built the pyramids. One does
Well,
not
no.
necessarily equal the others.
No, they brought the
So
pyramids from space.
I
I'm a-
did not.
I
Target.
tried to look at him with this completely serious face, and I'm like, oh wait, you didn't realize that the Blade movies, they're actually a biopic?
No, they can't be. Wesley Snipes is a vampire?
No,
Yeah,
it's a
why do you think he
biopic.
got hit by the IRS?
He's on the council.
No, Wesley Snipes isn't the actual Blade, but the actual Blade exists. It's a biopic. They just, they just sold it as fantasy.
I like the
But the
idea that
Daywalker
the
is
only way you
real.
can actually take out a vampire is by the IRS.
The IRS is more powerful than most people think.
The
They are part of the
IRS are
SI.
actually no, the IRS are secretly actually vampire hunters.
No, they're an adventure party.
Saturday mornings. Well, are other things real?
Ghost Star.
Just assume everything's real and that you don't want to meet it.
Huh.
I mean, that's probably better advice than anything else.
I mean,
That's-
I've never met a dragon, so maybe those aren't real.
But maybe they are.
And maybe everyone who has met them is dead.
Long story short, don't do anything stupid. Try not to fall into any sort of obvious traps, and you should be fine. I do want to stress, should.
Just do your best. That's all any of us can do.
Oh, how'd you guys like the chandelier, by the way?
It's cool.
It's illuminating.
Yeah. Just wondering if you had figured it out.
We
Yeah.
didn't though, did we?
No, we
Yeah.
know what it does.
I feel like we know
No,
that out of
he told
character,
us
not
out of
in
character what it does.
Yeah, we know out of character.
Really?
We don't
We
know in
haven't
character.
actually lied while it was lit, so
Yes. Because we had no reason to lie while we were
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, I can tell you that Q's never said anything that was false in the game. So it wouldn't, show up during the chandelier that
I think Q
Anything
would
else?
have the sense to
Really?
lie.
he's got more sense than one of those belts that has coins in it. They have them in arcades and old-timey places where you can where coins are needed. They don't really use a lot of coins these days in America anyways.
oh,
Other countries still use coins.
I know what you're talking.
oh,
Cat's back is hurting from you describing this.
Two of us are on the same page.
Yeah.
About all of these things.
Well, that's some interesting things. Anyway, y'all should be going. I think you have more important things to do than just hang out with me.
Mm-hmm. You know where to contact us if something comes up. And I hope it does not.
Me too. I'll put my stealing days behind me and try to live the straight and narrow path.
There's better ways to make money using magic.
I'm not
Probably.
going to be a Copperfield.
No. You don't have the charisma for it.
Oof.
You need flair and
And
panache.
we're leaving.
And that takes a lot of time to only certain people can do it. None of us. Well,
We need to leave before Q keeps putting his foot in his mouth.
Amaryllis, I asked him if he had magic feet and he said he didn't. I guess Amaryllis is sort of a charisma type.
Is there a magic ritual to help with headaches?
Yes.
I need to learn that.
Yes, there's a magic potion. Those Wiccan chicks at college tell me the basics of it. It's really nice.
I've got a
Sure.
really powerful hangover cure-all.
Out of character, did we actually decide to give him the book?
No,
No, we have not decided.
just paid his rent.
And we also didn't bring it up, so we can make that
Yeah.
decision later. Maybe if he keeps his nose clean.
I'll say after a very long Midwestern goodbye, you do leave.
Is anyone in the group from the Midwest?
You.
Me. No, I mean in the game.
Oh.
No, I think Holly's from from Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore's on the coast. It's the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't think
Wait.
anyone's actually Midwestern. Of the
You think
characters.
everybody's from Baltimore? Did I mishear that?
No, I mean, it
No,
never really came
Holly
up.
is.
Oh,
We don't realize like we're all from different parts of the world.
Yeah, we just now live in Baltimore.
But yeah. So I say you do that, and after a bit, you do meet up with Amaryllis after her LP signing. And what do y'all do?
I mean, we
We
need
should
to
get
at
this
least
hand.
return. Yeah.
Back to the.
Yeah, I don't remember. Are we storing them like in the hotel, or do we hand them off to what's her name and she takes them away from us?
You hand them off to Cassidy, and she takes them to a new secure vault.
I'm going to send Amaryllis a message and going to update her.
I am right in front of you.
Oh, I wanted
said what
so
she said.
bad. I wanted so bad to like.
I thought she was
Oops.
gone.
You,
I just
come
said
here.
you meet back up with them.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Sorry.
I wanted to see if I could nudge the fingers of the Hand of Glory and send her a picture with the Hand of Glory giving the peace sign.
They're really stiff, almost as
Wait.
if they're made of solid wax.
I want her
Yeah.
to roll, and I just assume her roll is going to hit a nat 1, so it's the middle finger that's left up.
Haha, fuck. Well, as long as they're not lighting it.
Hey, who lit it? Yeah. But
No
so
books for you, kiddo. Sorry.
you
Yeah, I guess let's send a message to Cassidy that we got one of them.
And an extra.
like Supan with a big old exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Is the gas mask? Does it have any magic properties? Can we determine that?
He did say it's magical.
It at
Apologies.
least stops one type of gas.
My first response to that is, oh God, another SCP. So let's maybe treat it with a little bit of caution.
Well, yeah, I'm not just going to put it on.
I'm at this point, I would not be surprised if Q goes, oh, look at this, and puts it on.
No,
I mean,
Leilani,
he's
leave
more
him alone.
cautious than that when it comes to objects.
Mm. This from Mr. Doff's pants and sit next to the fucking.
That's a social engineering trick to get them on to like a good cop situation.
Katrina.
Oof.
Put them at ease, but also put them off balance.
Leilani, why do you?
Yeah,
why do
problem is that also puts us off balance when you pull shit like that.
So you
Anyways.
contact, yeah, so you contact Cassidy. She's like, super, and so do you go back to the base to drop it all off, or
Yeah.
go out to eat or something first?
We can do drive-through on the way back. We don't have to stop.
Yay, we're going to McDonald's. I'm sorry.
McDonald's.
Mm, food at home.
O'Toole's.
Too much of two of these.
They,
what?
here.
Always O'Toole's.
O'Toole's?
O'Toole's, whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
we get a discount there.
There's a place that Ronja's brother works at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't remember hearing that before, and I was
Oh.
slightly confused.
Yeah, it's been brought up a couple times in the past. It's the World of Darkness
Burger
exclusive chain of restaurants, and
Yeah, he said that her brother has that boss that's like weirdly too nice.
Yeah, it's really creepy how nice he is.
Oh,
it happens.
I can't remember if I
Um,
was here for those episodes or not. Anyways,
And so you show up, Cassidy meets you after you walk in. She's like, Hand of Glory. One of the many artifacts that we've been trying to find after the incident. Insidious one. Say that there were two made. I think there was actually more, but
Is one a left hand and one a right hand?
Well, presumably.
correct. They used that poor man's body for lots of things.
do we
Any-
want
any-
to know?
Any feat of glory? Somebody was asking earlier if there was a full set of glory parts.
I don't think anybody was asking that.
I think he was asking.
It doesn't matter who asked it, but is it true?
that.
We're all
Not-
trying to find the guy who did this.
Not quite, but yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, it's like, oh, one of these gas masks. Ah, nice. It's what I
You
think
know
it
what
is.
it does?
Yeah.
Cool. That's good. Mystery solved.
Filters out gas.
Well, yeah, it allows the person to kind of breathe in any kind of atmosphere, but it does more than just filtering.
Could you breathe in space or underwater or under the dirt? You don't. You can say I don't know. It's fine if you don't know.
I don't know. I guess hypothetically, at least two of those
Hmm.
three make sense.
Which one doesn't make sense?
Space.
Oh, I would have guessed dirt doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, no magic user that I'm aware of has gone to space. So how would we develop a spell that will allow you to interact past the terrestrial sphere?
I would think you'd want to make that spell before you go into space.
Yeah. There's a kind of limit to most sorcerer powers in that it doesn't go past what's called the
What?
terrestrial to the celestial kind of sphere.
Mm.
It's an old-timey thing. Basically anything past the atmosphere. Most magics that I'm aware of, there could be exceptions. I'm not all-knowing, all-powerful.
Wait a minute. If no mage has ever gone to space, how do you know that our magic doesn't work past the atmosphere?
Do you know how many people in the past wanted to go to the moon for the cheese?
One less than needed to make it happen.
Like,
Do you know
So
how
we
many
can't do
people?
that?
to get past if you get past the atmosphere, you are technically sort of in space. So therefore, mages have gone to space.
Okay, so
Well, I guess they've left the atmosphere. It's not
The
really
moon
going
is so
to
important in
space.
magical history, though.
okay, so I'm not all-knowing, I'm not all-powerful, but from what I read and that's one of the study books I had in the past, sorcerers have tried to create spells that would teleport or transport them to the moon. Those spells never function. They could never get there. Like it would not just it just didn't work at all. And then there have been people who have in history, supposedly in like the Middle Ages, Renaissance era, created ships that flew in the sky, and none of them could get past the atmosphere.
Some
kind
sort
thing.
of like barrier.
Yeah, at least that's what the stories say. I like I said, I'm not all knowing when it comes to stuff.
Maybe one needs to know like how one would get there in the first place before one can make a spell that would get you there.
Maybe it just needs more power.
Well, that
Tim Allen
Maybe it
approach.
needs someone who's been to space.
There's not that many people who've done that.
Yeah, there's not.
especially not that many people who've been to space and can use magic.
Oh, I just burped.
You okay?
Oh,
Burp.
ooh.
That's.
Okay, anyway, we also got this other hand.
Did you guys get the other hand? What all did you get from the guy?
Just these two hands, not the we didn't get the homunculus hand because we were like, that one's not that bad. But this one is kind of interesting in that you can apparently lop your hand off and replace it with this hand, and it grows you a new hand. And then you can give your original hand to somebody else and they can do the same.
Ah,
What would be the benefit of that? Other than, I mean, if you already have a
Stranger.
hand. If you lose your hand naturally, you would want to get it back, but
I would suspect that would have to do with a principle of hose, where that which is your body you're connected to, there's a connection between that stuff. So if the other person essentially has a part of you grafted to them, then any magics that you could work on yourself, you could work on them as if they were yourself.
oh, okay. I can see how that would be good.
That's what I'm thinking it would be used for. The only other thing is maybe a cascading kind of spell where you target one person and then like whoever shares stuff with them and shares stuff with them and just like cascades down the line. But Leilani, leave the dog alone, he's sleeping. Something like that. But I think it's the first one probably. That's why some sorcerers are paranoid and will leave none of their discarded parts anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
that second one sounds like a huge vulnerability.
Like
Yeah.
their nails.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Gattaca?
Yeah, you got to get all that DNA away, otherwise they can find out who you are.
Yeah,
an
some,
eyelash.
There's also a whole JoJo season about it, sort of. Well, not really. Never mind.
but yeah, it's something like that. But anyway, it could be
Hold on.
useful for some people and stuff. So, but I can see one way, both ways. But interesting item if that's what it does.
There's this weird chandelier that we're not 100% sure what it does.
Oh, the one over there that doesn't really quite go with the wallpaper.
It
I
doesn't?
mean, does anything go with this wallpaper?
Shag
Okay.
carpet.
Anyway, yeah, that one.
Chandelier.
Don't know. I'll do some research.
It gives a kind of a warm, tickly feeling when you're nearby it.
No, Lonnie.
In which part of your body?
In like the chest
The
area?
physical part.
Not in the nethers, right?
No.
Okay.
It was like in the
Kevin, can you
throat.
help me?
Alright, give me 1 second. Gotta go.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
So let's discuss things that they don't know about why they're not here.
Why? They're the ones that could answer most of those things.
Yeah, but now we can like make plans and assumptions that won't affect their plans and assumptions.
No, we can't, because
Well,
he's already back.
it's too late now. Yeah, we missed our chance.
What?
Exactly.
Nothing.
See,
He was trying to plan around your plans that are planning around our plans.
we didn't want.
What
It's like
plans?
it's like
I have no
Schrodinger.
plans.
We didn't want to influence your plans with our own plans.
Plans.
That's the secret.
It's always
You
important to
I
try
have no
to-
plans.
Surprise and stimmy the person running the game.
So, yeah, so I did some research on it. I just want to make sure it wasn't like some weird love chandelier.
It didn't
You
seem
don't
to be.
think so?
Hey,
What to do that gas?
what? I didn't hear you. Broke up a little.
What was he using to make the gas?
What gas?
Or like the talk, whatever it was that made all those people fall asleep. Does the hand do that too?
That's the
What the
hand.
hand was doing.
That's
Yeah.
what the hand.
okay.
Yeah, one
I
of the
was just
fingers.
I wasn't 100%
Yeah.
sure.
She,
It's the point. I think it's the pointer finger. If you pull that one, it makes the gas.
God damn it. God damn it, Luke.
I hate that he's partially correct in that with it being the
I
index
hate
finger.
you.
so
think we
yeah, the
got there.
hand, one
like-
finger allows you to, basically see through things. One creates the gas. One allows you to walk through walls, stuff like that. So,
What does the middle finger do?
fuck if I know.
It's the same bird.
I'm not 100%. I did see like the catalog you created, which
Yeah, it just said don't like the middle finger, but there was no details.
there is a legend that I did come across in a book several years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it's true, but from what I understand, the middle one drains the life essence of all those in the area to the hand to rejuvenate and empower it.
Okay, wait.
Would it be like like
Why?
the person whose hand it was would come back?
Yeah, like why rejuvenate the hand? Does that make the
It's
'cause-
wax.
Yeah,
Oh, so it grows
okay,
the fingers
I
back.
understand now.
So if it runs out of other
Yeah,
stuff,
as
then
it-
it would.
So it
yeah.
runs out of power.
Yeah, it does take a long time, but there will come a time where if you overuse different parts of the hand, so you'd like the middle one to.
What happens when you light the middle one too many times. Or when you light the middle one, does that one grow back too?
Don't know. I would assume the middle is the one that can never really go down to make sure it's perpetual.
Mm-hmm.
But legends are a thing. One reason I think the information is scarce is it would kill whoever lights it.
Yeah, it's not like we have anybody that could actually light it and survive lighting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have to dwell on that. It's safely put away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from what I understand, that's what the middle one does, because the legend I read was there's legends, and then there is a professor of the arcane arts who hypothesized that's what it would be due to the fact that the few times the hand's been used, like there's reports that the finger and the wax would be used up like candle, but then would occasionally be found rejuvenated and fully back. And those were always after times where there was great death in areas. So putting different things together. But the person who created the catalog and stuff would generally puts verifiable stuff into his reports.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
But to
sense.
verify it, they don't want to just near the middle was thing. And then since I knew you guys were exploring and talking about this and stuff and whatnot, I was also curious what happened. So I went and talked to a contact of mine who's um spread the word. And apparently, according to them, the reason you don't light all 5 is it would basically drain the life essence and stuff in a far wider radius, like miles,
Oh shit.
instead
All
of
right.
because you're effectively activating and it just goes through anything and everything. Just
It seems like you'd never be able to turn it off then either, because you would die before you could get close.
So we have. Okay. All right. Cool. That sucks.
supposedly.
Good thing it's put away.
Yep.
Yeah.
We will have it secure in the new facility, which is far more secure than the old one.
Yeah. All right. What are we going for next, guys?
We have the nail.
Mm.
We have the hand. The only thing I know of that's still missing that we've heard about recently has been the mask.
Oh yeah, there was a mask.
There's a face mask, or it's either a mask that is a face or a mask for a face. Some sort of mask face.
Is there masks not for faces?
Yeah. So this one we don't know for sure, but it's some sort of way for a person to take on the persona of a different person, at least visually, or to trick people who look at it into thinking it's somebody else. Some sort of trick.
Where did we hear about that again?
If it was stolen from the old place, then it's on our list of things to get back.
Yeah, I think
And I don't know of another one.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
the
trying to
thing
remember who
is
you
like
heard it
there's
from.
so much stuff on the list.
Q found it from a contact who heard a rumor about a friend of a kid that saw it.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot to go on, but it did match one of the things that was missing, we think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there were 2 things in the vault that were that type of thing, and it's probably one of them.
Yeah.
But that's the only rumor we have left. Although we still don't know who actually was using the nail. All we know is that we have the nail back.
Yeah, we have like we saw a brief description of we saw like a brief outline or something of the person, didn't we?
We got a picture that was
It's
somewhat
just kind
clear.
of like an outline. Not enough for us to actually recognize them.
Yeah, we'd have to get lucky to find out who it is.
So I guess
We don't
let's
know what they were doing.
follow
with it
the clue that you have about a kid that knows of a mask.
Yeah.
Well, there's something else actually too.
Oh.
While you were hunting down this individual with the hand,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, I did come across one other rumor. So, for another item.
All right, let's hear it.
Next time on Dragon Ball. Oh, sorry. Um, so lots of things in the vault. We have recovered some through other methods. Just so you know, it's not just you. 7, 6.
It's
5.
not just us.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. It's
Some
not just our team, it's other teams.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some other teams that are also hunting artifacts, not necessarily always for us particularly, but for other people. So if you're feeling like, how are you going to recover hundreds of artifacts, just our small group, it's not just us, thankfully. Would I rather this little group for our purposes find everything? Yeah, that'd be cool. But
What's the other object?
sorry, my brain just blanked out for half a second there.
Uh-oh. That could be an attack.
No, that's raising a baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they take a lot of brain power sometimes.
You're made. Don't give any back.
It's an investment, 18, 20-year investment, minimum, normally longer.
It could be shorter. I mean, Doogie Howser, he was out of there in the teens.
I'm not gonna put my money on that.
No.
I mean, we think she's smart, but so far everything's been normally average. So, except for her teeth. Her teeth are growing in a slightly unusual order.
I'm sure Cat's thrilled by that.
Top to bottom rather than.
Yeah, the top two started growing before the bottom two did.
Oh,
It's not something to worry about. It's just the only thing about her that wasn't just average.
I just assumed those things were all basically random.
Teeth tend to grow in a pattern.
Hmm.
Incidentally, that's how you can tell the age of people's skulls sometimes.
Oh,
Now you know.
yep. And
Yep. So we appear to have uncovered rumors of one of the more how to put it, evil items in the vault. One of the darkest items it contained. And if the rumors are true and this item, one of these items is there, it is not something we want out in the open.
What is it?
It's one of the blood coins. Silver coins that bestow upon the person powerful dark abilities. They consume and corrupt those in possession of them. But grant a lot of power. Foul objects. And we think we know someone in possession of one. There is an individual who, from all accounts, didn't play the lotto, didn't really invest, but they went from basically being just someone working at a local fast food joint to now being the CEO of a growing company, all within a matter of like 2 months,
Yeah, that would do it.
which is unusual. And the company also seems to have had several individuals be terminated permanently due to mysterious circumstances. But all investigations nothing's come of them or haven't really been initiated, almost as if no one's caring, which is a bit unusual. So we're thinking, based on that it could be one of these items.
let's look into it.
So there's that
Safely.
rumor, and then get the rumor about the face. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. It seems like the blood coin is probably a much bigger priority,
Mhm.
although a much more challenging puzzle. The
Yeah.
face we could probably just grab and take it away.
Unless somebody's wearing it.
That'll make it hard to find for sure.
Be careful when you Scooby Doo the person.
Yeah, because we might end up with a face mask that's not magic.
Yeah, and we're not gonna bail you out if we find you're in jail for ripping the faces off old people. Not again.
Again.
Everybody gets one.
Oh yeah, I was trying to tell you about that other group.
You should.
All right.
Alright, so those are things. In the meantime, gather yourselves, take a few moments to rest. You just did something cool, so
Mm-hmm.
we have we restocked some of the pantry.
Did
That's
the
good.
one guy go shopping again?
I told him not to just get spam and ramen this time.
You gotta get some
Did
onions
you get
and
Robin
eggs.
Sam?
No, he actually got Chip already now.
Oh,
Mm.
wow. He's moving up.
I didn't know they made spam ramen and Chip Boyardee.
No, it's separate things. Ooh.
Too
I
bad.
mean, spam ramens can be pretty damn good if we make it right. Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Also, he bought a lot of yogurt. There's on sale.
Is it still good?
Is it Greek yogurt?
Yes, it's Danibals.
Ooh,
Danimals.
the children's yogurt.
Right.
It's on sale. No, it doesn't expire for another like 2 weeks.
How
I
much
must
did he
assume
get?
that's high in sugar content.
About 100 containers.
Jesus, we're gonna be regular.
It's only 20 each across 2 weeks. It's one a day. Or two, 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah, should be good. Yeah, but you guys also been buying some food, so it's nice.
Sure.
I'm assuming y'all bought some food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
None of us are not eating food. I assume.
So,
So reconvene tomorrow and make a plan to investigate, I guess.
sounds good. Gives me time to go and deposit this item.
And Cassidy would have given us any information about the person, the name, and like information about the person they think has the coin
Mm-hmm.
who went to CEO in a month.
Yeah.
Okay. We're probably not safe to just jump on them if they had people die involved. Probably want to watch them a little bit first,
Also,
but we
you
can
know, just
discuss that in the morning.
randomly attacking people. Not gonna look good to the normal people.
It seems like it would be able to make people die and have it look like an accident, or make people forget about it, or not investigate or something.
We could have Q tackle people and then have Torque come up and say that he's a new officer in training.
We could put that on the
That
whiteboard.
was absolute sarcasm. We are not doing that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what tackling a person would give us. Unless we knew they had a mask and we were pulling off the mask. But yeah, so I think if we're just going to be looking for information, we could probably go for both rumors just to confirm anything we can, and then group up for any sort of action. But since it was Q's contact who had the rumor about the face mask, he would volunteer to go hunt that down to find out what he could find about who has it or what they're doing with it. Because that seems more benign than the coin thing. Especially if it's like a teenager or a kid who has the mask, they would not be coming up with the most diabolical uses for it.
Alright, so you start that, and I think we're going to have an early night for the episode. We did solve the issue with the thing. Though right now the baby is starting to be very cranky. So it's a bit distracting on our end, but
That's not fair. Cat has a child she has to take care of.
yeah. But yeah, so we'll be ending there. Next time we will start the investigation of the 2 new objects.
Whoop, whoop.
And see how long we can go there. And yeah, so about an hour and a half of a session. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so thank you for joining us on this session. Thanks for, we're back full casting through this again. Cast, I hate that term. Why did I use it?
Good
For
question. Why did you use it?
I don't know.
I'm not a performer or an actor of any kind.
Yeah, we
You
know.
are
There's
technically an
no
actor.
illusions.
You are acting your character.
Mm, yeah. You're acting like I'm entertaining. Oh,
Oh.
but yeah, thank you for joining us. They recovered 1 artifact, potentially made of ally. Next time they start investigating the f- face mask that is a face that is a mask, and potentially one of the silver coins, and see where that leads. So thank you for joining us. Keep checking this channel. Again, as of right now, our upload schedule is a bit chaotic because you know why. And so until next time, have a magical time.
You need to work on your outro.
I'm never gonna get one. There's one of those one of those games I'm just never gonna have a good outro. We know it. All right, so until next time, outro. Bye.
Just say outro.
Enter.